Have you ever heard of Finnish saunas? Where the practice of enjoying therapeutic heat is taken seriously and nudity is as natural as the surrounding landscape. Have you ever imagined or felt the desire to immerse yourself in a season or even permanently move to Finland? I'll provide you with some information that can help you get into this transformation vibe, but before dreaming of the exotic and the unknown, let's face reality. Welcome to the Cultures on Stage channel. Subscribe to not miss any videos, leave your like as support, and activate the notification bell. Finland is a parliamentary republic in Northern Europe, between the Gulf of Bothnia and the Gulf of Finland, neighboring Sweden and Russia. With a population of 5.5 million people spread over an area of 338,000 square kilometers, the capital is Helsinki. The current Prime Minister is Petteri Orpo, succeeding Sanna Marin. Finnish is the most spoken language, followed by Swedish and Sami. The predominant religion is Lutheran, but there are also followers of Eastern Orthodoxy, among others. The official currency is the euro. And speaking of cold, get ready to face freezing temperatures in Finland. Summers are cool, but winters? Oh, those are icy and full of snow. If you're up for experiencing polar cold and facing dark winters, Finland is welcoming you with open arms. Finnish culture is a unique blend of Eastern and Western influences. Finns have a rich tradition in music, folklore, and art. And you can't mention Finland without talking about the sauna, which is practically an institution there. Besides being a place to relax, it's the perfect spot to socialize. Keep watching the video, as I'll explain later how saunas work in Finland. I know the channel's audience loves this kind of content. Socializing here has a more laid-back vibe, but I'll tell you in advance that it's not the most extroverted place in the world. The Finnish people are spread somewhat unevenly across the territory. Most of them are in the south, while the north is quieter, thanks to intense cold, rugged terrain, and a lack of job opportunities. Check this out, according to official numbers, 12% of Finnish women decided to marry foreigners. And who are these international crushes? The top 5 were from Sweden, with 28%, followed by Estonia with 10%, Russia with 9%, Iraq with 6%, and Afghanistan with 5%. Love knows no borders, right? And Finnish women fall for guys from other countries for various reasons. It could be for looks, personality, values, or even to seek better opportunities, like work, education, or just to experience something different. When it comes to friendship and international affairs, Finland gets along well with Nordic countries like Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Estonia, and Iceland. Now, in the enemies list, Russia shows up. The relationship is somewhat complicated, as they share borders and have a long history of disputes, and the Russian invasion of Ukraine didn't help at all. And when it comes to hitting the road and heading to other places, Finnish women have some favorite destinations. The top 5 countries where they emigrate the most are Sweden, the United States, Norway, Spain, and the United Kingdom. People go in search of steady opportunities, love, or just to escape the cold and enjoy a warmer climate. Geopolitical relations in Finland are undergoing significant changes, especially since they decided to join NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, frequently known by the acronym NATO and also called the Atlantic Alliance. This membership is causing a stir in foreign policy and promises to influence the country's geopolitical position. As a result, Finland is facing serious challenges, such as the shadow of a possible threat from Russia, climate change, and global competition. Despite the challenges, the Finns have an ace up their sleeve. They are very close to the Nordic countries, which opens up a range of opportunities. Previously, Russia was Finland's third largest trading partner, representing 8% of exports and imports. However, the war in Ukraine brought economic uncertainties and raised energy prices, creating challenges in the Finnish economy. Finland adopts an approach focused on seeking workforce when dealing with the arrival of new people. If you are from abroad and interested in working here, you need to obtain a work permit. Approximately 8% of the population working in Finland consists of foreigners, and here's where they come from. Russia represents 22%, Estonia 13%, Ukraine 10%, Iraq 5%, and China 4%. The cultural scene is starting to heat up around here. While not as intense as in Sweden, you can already observe some changes in Finnish cities. Global brands, new trends, fashion, and, of course, new styles and faces are emerging more and more. Globalization is leaving its mark on Finland. However, all this movement does not happen without challenges. Recent geopolitical changes are bringing complications to the Finnish scenario. According to a survey conducted by the national broadcaster Yle in 2023, the population is attentive to some concerns. The war in Ukraine, energy prices, inflation, and the quality of healthcare are in the spotlight, along with environmental and educational issues. The Finnish healthcare system is recognized as one of the best in the world, but there is unease. The aging population is putting pressure on the economic system, a concern that people are closely monitoring. Finns have the reputation of being the happiest people in the world, enjoying a high standard of living and an enviable social safety net. However, even with this fairy tale scenario, there are still some concerns on the horizon. If, after all these numbers and stories, Finland is still on your radar, it's a good idea to connect with expatriate groups on social media. The experience of those who are already here is too valuable to solidify your idea about the country. It can be an incredible way to understand more about daily life and prepare. After all, there is nothing better than hearing the stories of those who already lived the Finnish reality. If you're wondering about the best time to witness the Northern Lights in Finland, the answer is encouraging. This celestial spectacle can be enjoyed about 200 nights a year in the country. The ideal period to observe the Northern Lights in Finland extends roughly from late September/early October to late March/early April. This magical phenomenon transforms the night sky into a stunning display of dancing lights, being more frequent in northern regions, such as Lapland. The Northern Lights, known as revanchelit in Finnish, result from the interaction between charged particles from the sun and atoms in the Earth's atmosphere. During the dark nights of the Arctic winter, vibrant shades of green, pink, and violet illuminate the horizon, creating a celestial scene that captivates both locals and visitors. Remote and light pollution-free areas offer ideal conditions to witness this natural spectacle, making Finland a preferred destination for Northern Lights enthusiasts. Finnish cuisine is marked by distinctive dishes that reflect the country's rich natural resources. Among the typical dishes, the renowned reindeer meat stands out, especially found in northern Finland and Lapland. However, reindeer is enjoyed throughout the country year-round. Recent studies indicate that reindeer meat is one of the healthiest in the world, as reindeer feed on moss and lichens in wild pastures, resulting in tender, lean meat rich in nutrients such as vitamin B12, omega-3, and omega-6, and low in fat. Another highlight in Finnish gastronomy is salmon, sourced from the Baltic Sea. This versatile fish is prepared in various ways, such as grilled, boiled, marinated, smoked, roasted with potatoes, and casseroles, or included in aromatic soups. Kalakukko, an iconic dish and considered the national dish of Finland, is a kind of filled pie made of rye bread, pork, and fish. This delicacy is so popular that it represents Finnish culinary tradition distinctively, standing out for the unique combination of ingredients and flavors that reflect the country's culinary identity. Hey, folks! Let's talk about saunas in Finland, shall we? There aren't many rules there, but it can be confusing for those not used to it. So, I had a chat with some Finnish friends and got some tips to share with you. Imagine a tall, big, light-eyed Finn inviting you to the sauna, and everyone gets naked. Relax, it's not an invitation to a party, it's more of a tradition for them. Nudity is not a taboo there, unlike in many other countries. Interestingly, some even find it amazing. Like, sharing the sauna with your grandma and seeing her comfortable without clothes, something we're not used to, right? But there, it's chill, like a detox from societal norms, as one BBC interviewee mentioned. When everyone is together, men and women usually go to the sauna separately, but families and friends can go together. If in doubt about how to act, just ask. Finns are cool and respond well. Oh, and no one cares about how your body looks, but if you don't want to get naked, no problem. You can wear a swimsuit or wrap yourself in a towel. In the sauna I went to, there was a separate changing room for men and women. We took off our clothes, stored our things in a locker, took a shower, and wrapped ourselves in a towel. Some brave souls went in naked. One important thing, sit on the towel to avoid sticking your plump buttocks to the wooden bench and not catch the sweat of others, you. And don't expect colorful lights, rose scents, or relaxing music. The Finnish sauna is more like less is more, with dim lighting and a simple structure. It's a Nordic thing, you know? It's recommended to drink water before and after the sauna, as you'll sweat a lot. Now, there's also a tradition of indulging in dehydrating beverages like beer or cider. Just make sure if the sauna you chose allows bringing your own drink and food. And hey, the vibe in the sauna can vary. Some like to keep it peaceful and quiet, like a church. Just chill, relax, almost get into a meditative vibe. But if you're with friends, it's likely that there'll be some chit-chat. The key is to feel the atmosphere. Finns are usually more reserved, but in the sauna, the social barriers sometimes gets lower, so you can easily strike up a conversation. Do you find this strange too? They're reserved people, but when it comes to getting naked in the sauna, they want to chat. But tell me, would you have a chat in this sauna? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share with anyone you think might be interested. This way, you help me keep bringing more content like this every week. Check out our latest video on the screen. Until then.